Hi everyone, I wanted to take a little bit of time to go over with you some of the screens that you will be using once you get into your showroom. I'm going to be doing it based on from my screen. My screen is going to look a little bit different than yours, but the overall individual screen that you go into will look the same. So for example, here I'm on the store backlog. The store backlog, as you can see, I've got it pulled up for everyone in the store, but when you actually go into your individual one, it's only going to have your information in it. So just as an example, I'm going to go in here and just click on one of these people and open theirs up. So once you go into your backlog, this is the way it will look. The first thing that you need to keep in mind is that these very first three columns are the most important ones that you're going to look at. Those are important that you update them every day that you work. And for the total of the three, you're not supposed to take any ups if you are over 7 total of these 3 columns. As you can see, this particular person has 10 in their first 3 columns. So before they go on the floor today to take ups, it would be important that those are updated and refreshed once updated so that it now shows it active. So to give you an idea of how you would work these, you're going to go in to each one and you're going to view them and see what is needed. This is showing 4 under RTD, which is ready to deliver. And once we're actually into these 4, you can see the first 2 are a type 2, which means that we're bringing it over to the store for pickup. So if that is the case, this one's still showing at the warehouse. So this is going to stay as a type 2. Therefore remaining on your backlog until it has completed. Same thing with this next one here. It is also showing a type 2, so that one again is not brought over yet. It's still showing at the warehouse, so that also is going to remain on your backlog until it has actually been delivered to the Clearwater store for customer pickup. This next one here is going to be, it looks like it's as a type 4. I'm going to go into it and see what the update is on this particular one. This shows here, I'm going to look at the memos. It says on 2/17 we left a message for that customer to contact us. Okay, we're waiting for them to call to deliver. It's shown as a type 4, and the estimated date, we put 2/28. That's just allowing a few days for the client to contact us back. So that one actually has been updated already. Same thing with this one here. We're going to go into it and see what it's needing. This one's all showing warehouse. Let's see what the memos show. It says on 1/29, or actually 2/11 is the most recent notes. Left message to please pay and schedule. Then on 2/18, guest wants scheduled on the 22nd of March. Okay, so I'm going to go back out, and this is showing paid in full. So this actually could be actually scheduled for the March 22nd date. So I'm going to not schedule that yet, but if the customer said they did want to schedule it for the 22nd, there's no reason why we could not go ahead and schedule it. But I'm wondering if maybe the client said that they think that's what they want to do, so therefore she's just put a 3/10 follow-up date, so that way it'll pop back on her backlog at that time. So now that we've done those, I'm going to come out of that. My next screen that I would go into is going to be the past dues. On the past dues, anything that's showing on past due is going to be something that has a past date. So in other words, I'm going to click on this one and go into it, and this is showing 2/13 date on the estimated. Well, today is actually the 17th, therefore this is past that date. So we need to move this date out a little bit further so that it will clear it off of the backlog whenever I refresh. So I'm going to put just 2/22, and then I'm going to click Save, Yes, and OK. And then on the next one, again, this one shows a delivery date of January the 28th, which means we're past that date. In the memos of the order, it says customer refused it upon delivery because it was supposed to be white and they are brown. So they emailed this salesperson. So on this one, I'm going to take this delivery date out. I'm going to go in to estimated, and I'm just going to move that date out for now, but this is something that we definitely would get with the salesperson on. I'm going to change it to a type 4 so that it clears off the backlog when I refresh. And again, at this point, I'm going to contact the sales associate and find out if they wrote it up correctly, why they're brown when the customer was expecting a different color. And I'm going to click Save here so that it saves my information that I updated. I'm going to go out of here, and then the last one is late PO. On your late PO, it takes just a moment for that to spool up. This one, it means that I put in an estimated date of 3/18 at time of purchase, but when the PO got acknowledged and updated, it actually is saying it will not be in until April 5th. Therefore, I need to move that date out, and I also need to call my client and make them aware that it's going to be closer to the April 5th time frame before they will receive it. Again, every 2 weeks, you're supposed to be updating your clients and memoing the sale that you did update the client every 2 weeks. Okay, now the estimated date was 4/5, so I'm going to move it out to 4/7 just to give us a little bit of leadway. And then I'm going to click Save. But again, the customer should be updated that the PO is about a week later than expected, or 2 weeks later in this case. And at that point, I'm going to click Refresh. And once I click Refresh and OK, as you can see, all these went away except for the 2 that were the pickups that are coming over from the warehouse. So now I can take it up on the board. Okay, so again, you need to have no more than 7 in these first 3 categories. You need to update these categories every day that you work. And once you've updated them and updated the client and memoed the sale, at that point you would click Refresh so that it does update it on the screen so that I can go on the board and take it up. Okay, so I hope that helps. Again, no more than 7 on the first 3 columns, and then for Refresh once you've updated. And it is mandatory that you update any client that is outstanding, meaning not delivered yet, every 2 weeks. That's 14 days, so that your customers get that contact that's required. You must update memos on the order every time you speak with them. And then in addition to that, if you do not update your clients every 2 weeks, then your merchandise is free for someone else to swap and take it for their client if they need it sooner. Okay, so this is very important to remember. Please get with your mentor or your manager when you're in the store so that they can also go over this with you again to make sure your customers are followed up properly. Thanks so much.